So this is a variant of a Bob's Bits that I got shown. So another variant which I like to use is similar to this, but I'll put a pearl butt on it at the end, like this end, and it sits down, and I'll tend to fish it between two big flies. So maybe I have like a big hopper and maybe a Midas, or a daddy and a hopper, and I'll have this 10 to tighten a 14 with the pearl butt in the middle, and often you'll just not be able to see it, but it's floating in the film, and you'll see fish just, you know, if you see it swirl in between your two flies, strike, it's probably going to be at yours. But this is a variant I got shown from Paul. It's really good if there's a little bit of sun about. So this is going to be a red version. So rib, I'm going to use the clear mono. If I can get it off the table. Come here. To the edge of the table you can. So let's bite it again. Catch it in. So red body.
So is that pure red, or is that the magic
Oh, this is
mixture?
blood red. No, this is just the pure. I mean, I'll pass around the Midas mixture so you can have a look at it. But that's it. It's probably not the best light to see the other colours in it, but they're in there. So like I say, that's 80% fiery brown, 10 orange and 10 red. So this is just standard red seal's fur. So we'll just come in and dub the body. And then come up to sort of where the edge of the thorax is going to be. And just come in and rib it. Probably just 4, no, probably just 3 wraps. Actually, it's quite thick, this mono. So just three wraps, just to help secure the body in. That's all it's for. It's not for anything else. It just means it's not going to come flying out. Now this is the secret bit. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to add medium mirage. Turn the hook upside down. Add some medium mirage underneath. Catch it in. There we go. And leave that like that. You'll see why shortly. And then we're going to come in with nice hackle. Probably a little bit longer than that one. That one looks nice. Yeah, that will do. And then we're going to use about 3 or 4 turns of this. So 1, 2, 3, cross it over, and then just fold it back. Now this is where it gets fun. So I don't think any of you, bar maybe Steve, would have come to when I did a talk about dry fly fishing at Draker. And on that talk I had a picture of a Bob's Bits that was in the surface film. Now from here it looked mega, absolutely sat perfectly, and when you zoomed in you could see that the fly was completely sat on the side, and the reason for that was because the hackle fibres underneath hadn't penetrated the surface because it wasn't on a heavy enough hook, and it just meant that it flopped onto the side. So what I tend to do, even if I'm not doing this trick and just tying a normal one, what I'll tend to do on a Bob's Bits is I'll pull all the hackle fibres up and I'll wind figure of 8 through the hackle fibres and pull them all up, so they're sat on the top, so that you've literally just got the top sort of half of the hook with the hackle fibres. Now the trick with this is what you use the Mirage to do that for you. And the good thing is then you've got the Mirage underneath which captures the light and hopefully will draw the fish up. This is really good around like the edge of weed beds, Rutland weed beds alright, but when it was open at the top end, really good for that. So that's what we're going to do with the Mirage. So I'm going to turn it upside down. I'm going to pull all the hackle fibres to one side. Might have to get a bit inventive with the scissors, but just going to pull them up. Tighten the vice up so it's not going wandering. Stay. And then just come in. There we go. And then just one more there. And then what's that meant is that the hackle fibres now aren't sat underneath the hook shank. It's a bit difficult to see here, but you can see they're not there like they were. So you've got them all sat round the side, acting like stabilisers, and also on the top.
So is that more effective than trimming the hackle fibres off underneath?
Well, you're not wasting them. They've all gone to the side and sat on the top, so you're not, cutting them off. Yeah, I'd say so. It's just a different way of doing it. I mean, if I wasn't doing that, I'd just go through and just figure of eight them up, pull them all up like that, figure of eight them up. I tend to do it with the hoppers as well, to be fair. But yeah, it's a good way of doing it. I mean, you can do it if you wanted to. You could just, when you've done it, just go back with some dubbing and dub them up. Use the dubbing to go up and through